What is the difference between de facto and de jure segregation? Have you ever wondered how segregation in schools can happen even without laws enforcing it? Let's break down the differences between de facto and de jure segregation, especially in the context of education and race. De jure segregation is a term that refers to racial separation that is established and enforced by law. This means that there are specific government policies or legal rulings that requiring the separation of different racial groups. A historical example of this would be the Jim Crow laws in the southern United States. These laws legally mandated segregation in public facilities, schools, and transportation. So, in this case, the separation was not just a social norm but a legal requirement. On the other hand, de facto segregation occurs without any explicit legal requirements. Instead, it arises from social, economic, and institutional factors that lead to racial separation in reality, even when no law mandates it. For instance, schools may be segregated because the neighborhoods they serve are racially divided. This division often reflects historical inequalities and ongoing social dynamics. In the realm of sociology, de facto segregation can be more complex and persistent. It is embedded in societal structures and behaviors rather than formal laws. Even after de jure segregation was declared unconstitutional, de facto segregation continued to influence educational and residential patterns. This means that many schools remain segregated due to the racial makeup of neighborhoods and other social factors. Addressing de jure segregation typically involves changing laws and policies. However, tackling de facto segregation requires a broader approach. It involves addressing social inequalities, economic disparities, and institutional practices that keep racial separation alive. For example, school districts may try to reduce de facto segregation by implementing policies like busing or school choice programs. These efforts aim to balance the racial composition of schools, but they can be met with legal and social challenges. In summary, the key difference between the two lies in their origins. De jure segregation is legally mandated, while de facto segregation results from social realities and practices without explicit legal support. Both forms of segregation impact education and race relations, but they requiring different strategies for understanding and intervention. Understanding these differences is essential for anyone interested in the sociology of education and the ongoing challenges of race in schools.